Oh, hey there. So oftentimes people are like, hey, how do you play guitar? And I want to show you, like, this is for super beginners. So if you're not a beginner, then just scroll on because, you know, you already know more than me anyway. All right, so I'm going to start with something very basic. So the strings from the top to bottom are E, A, D, G, B, E, okay? And there's a reason for that. The piano is very simple. It repeats the same pattern over and over again. A guitar is slightly more complicated, but nevertheless, so whatever your root note is, which is the lowest note, then if you go from the top string, okay, so open is E, then you go F, F sharp G, G sharp A sharp B, C, C sharp D, D sharp E, okay? And then your 12th fret, which is the double dots, sorry, it's double dots over here. The 12th fret, that is an octave, which means this is an E and this is an E, okay? But that means all your notes are on that string. Every note is on each string twice, okay? Because then there's the high frets. Okay, now, where you've got a dot, that's your 3rd fret, another dot is your 5th fret, another dot is your 7th fret, then 9th, and then double dot is your 12th fret, which is usually how we kind of gauge where we're looking. And sometimes you don't see it here, but on the neck, you can see that they're dotted so that we can see it even if you can't see it. Now, if you take whatever your root note is, so just in this case a G, so that's your 3rd fret, right? And you hold down all the strings, okay? This is called a bar chord. And then you go one string down and 2 frets down and hold, and then another one down, and then like this pattern, okay? Then that is called a bar chord. So that can be true. That's a G, A, B, C, and so on, okay? That's also implied up here, up here, because it's open, so then that's an E, okay? Now, if you were, let's just say on G again, okay, and you lift up your middle finger, then it becomes a minor. Now it's a G minor. If you lift up your pinky, it's a G7. If you lift up your pinky and your middle finger, it's a G minor 7. Now if you just take the top 3 strings and just hit those 3, that's a G5. But if you just take the top 2, that is a power chord, and that is where rock and roll comes in. So you can just be like, oops, messed that up. And so that's easy, right? So we can play a lot of fast stuff. Really fast, but it sounds full, and with distortion then it sounds even better. Now, let's just say that you want to take it to another level. Watch, if you take your 1st string and your 3rd string, and you drop your 1st string, and it's really your 6th string, down to a D, as well as called drop D tuning, which you probably have heard a lot about, and you probably heard it a lot, you just don't know. So right now it's at an E, right? So if we hear these two, they're in tune together, or like this. But if you drop your D, now we're dropped down to D. So now if we try to play a chord, it's gonna sound weird. But if we just hit 2 strings together, in fact you do 3, then it sounds full, and you're even lazier than before, okay? So then you could be like, I don't know. Like System of a Down, okay? And so then you can also play octave chords, okay? So if you would imagine that you got a bar chord like that, but you just lift up this finger and you kind of mute it with this finger, then you can just play like that. Which sounds cooler with distortion and other effects, but that's how you drop D. And there's a lot of applications where you can play like that. Obviously I'm playing sloppy right now because I'm just showing you, but hopefully that gives you some kind of idea. Now if we tune back up to standard, what you're listening for, most people just have tuners on their phone or whatever, but what you're listening for is for the waves to stop. So it's woo, 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 woo. So now we're in tune, okay. And now we're good. Now most people, if you're doing like acoustic kind of stuff, you're playing everything in the top 4 frets, okay, right in here, because here's like an A chord, sorry. You can make it a minor, you can do a a different thing, make it a 7. Then B, C, D, E, F, G. And there's, sharps and flats and all that stuff. But you can pretty much play everything up in that area. And the reason why is because if you go E, F, F sharp, G, G sharp, A, then it's really E, F, F sharp, G, G sharp, and then A is your next string. And then your B is always odd man out. And that's how it works. So hopefully that'll help you out a little bit, because you can play, most people can play just standard chords, right? So if you're reading along to a chord chart, then you can just be like, I've been sitting here trying to find myself. That's a B. I get behind myself, an A. I need to rewind myself, an A again, right? But then you can kind of pick it up or pick around with it. And that's really how most people play the guitar. So that's a very, very basic thing, and I hope it helps. If you got other questions, and I'm happy to answer them, because I've been playing guitar for a minute and I love sharing information.